Today we are revisiting some old forgotten FNaF fan games. I played a lot of FNaF fan games in my day, and there are some we've forgotten about. So today we are bringing those memories back once and for all.
Ever since its creation 9 years ago, Five Nights at Freddy's has had tons of fans.
Yeah, this video is a few years old.
Games over the years. Some of these games soaring to the skies with popularity and even becoming a part of the Fazbear Fanverse initiative. Games like
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Five Nights at Candies, The Joy of Creation, Pop Goes, and etc. These games
Wow. Really with the fart noises.
are widely known by FNAF's community, so much so that they've kind of become their own separate community. But what about the games that were
Boom!
once super popular like these series that vanished into obscurity? What happened to these games and their creators? How did they get so popular? Where are they now? Was it all just in our imaginations? Are they dead? Hopefully
Are they dead? Oh my goodness. No.
I can get the answers to these questions, so strap in and let's take a trip down memory lane to the ones that
I remember playing old FNaF fan games back in the day.
are very popular but now forgotten FNAF fan games.
Man. Relics of the past.
That was scary.
Forgotten popular FNaF games. Hope you enjoy. I bet I will.
When I had the idea for this video, I actually thought of this game first before anything else, and that's the game you're seeing the gameplay in the background right now. This is Five Nights at Wario's by www Wario, or just
Interesting.
Andy, which is what I'm just going to be referring to him as. Wow, what a beautiful icon. The story of the game goes like this. Wario and his friend Waluigi
Yeah, I haven't actually seen a lot of Five Nights at Wario's gameplay.
work together in Wario's fast food factory, but one day they went missing and were never found. Because of this incident, the factory was shut down because the residents thought it was cursed or haunted or something like that.
Yeah, probably.
After 7 years, the government reopened the factory to start production again, and Richard McRoy, the character you play as, gets hired as a night guard. It's a pretty
I mean, yeah, pretty basic Five Nights at Freddy's cool.
basic story, not the most detailed, but it's not terrible. Don't know why a government would just decide to reopen a fast food factory though. Like a
Yeah, but I never knew much about Five Nights at Wario's. I think they have like 3 different games for or 4. I don't really know much about the series here.
I think the entire US Congress should have a meeting to reopen an abandoned Twinkies factory or something. This game
Twinkies Factory.
Twinkies Factory, I know.
became super popular back in the early days of FNAF fan games, being played by Markiplier, Corey X Kenshin, Dashi Games, and even
I remember the good old days of FNAF fan games.
fucking Smosh of all people.
Smosh, you say?
Yeah, this game was played by quite a lot of YouTubers back then. But let's talk about the game itself. When you're thrown into the first night, you'll already kind of notice the office very closely resembles FNAF 1's office. There are left and right
Yeah, that's true.
sides you must look for, and the lights and doors on each side. But one thing that's kind of weird about this game is you get 200% power instead of 100.
Okay, now that is weird. What the hell?
This doesn't really have an effect
What the hell?
on gameplay, I just kind of thought I'd point that out. Speaking of the power, it doesn't start draining until the phone call ends. You can literally turn on all the lights, doors, and use the cameras, and you will not drain a single % of power until that call is over. But time
That is weird.
also doesn't pass until the call is over, so this doesn't really matter. Anyways, you get a call from the phone guy
But I can't figure it out. I guess it's not accurate.
from this game who explains to you what I basically just said when talking about the story and yada yada. The first night goes
Yada yada.
by like a breeze, like every single FNAF fan game, except for maybe one fan game. As you progress through the game,
One night of phone music. I remember that game.
do what I basically just said when talking about the story and yada yada. The first night goes by like a breeze, like every single FNAF fan game, except for maybe one fan game. As you
Oh yeah, that makes sense actually.
progress through the game, more and more characters get introduced through phone calls. Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach,
Wait, those guys are there too? I guess I should have figured, but still.
and of course, they're in this
Yeah.
game and also out to get you too. On the third night, the phone guy talks to you about a machine that was found shut down when it was supposed to be turned on, saying it was supposed
Okay, damn.
to be protected by some sort of code.
Jeez.
On the fourth
Okay, so it's corrupted by some sort of... That is weird.
night, the phone guy tells you
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a FNAF game, so I guess it's really not that weird. But in the context of the person you play as, I guess it's kind of weird.
the machines keep turning off and on, 2 teeth were found in the basement, and people were caught trying to break in and steal Wario's seat.
What the hecky?
technique or recipe. Like it's the fucking Krabby Patty secret formula or some shit.
We're hosting SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Very spooky. The fifth night's call goes a bit more into why Wario is possessed, and apparently you got.
Wait, okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Also, there's the death, huh? That's what that means.
trapped inside for some
Yeah,
reason.
no, right?
Also, you can tell this was made with click because of the way the numbers work. That's a counter. I use click usually 2.5 Oh, and also Peach looks freaking creepy as hell. What the hell is that? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, right?
Scary, ugh. Never feel.
You can't get out until 6 a.m. Not
I
that
have
this
a
really
nightmare
changes the
before.
gameplay loop at all. And then the phone call gets hyped.
Yeah, because you're literally a nightmare.
Jack, can you hear
Yeah,
this?
I'm ready for it.
I'm not really sure what's going on right now. Alright, I'm walking out to the factory now, so let's see if we can...
What the fuck?
That's not creepy at all. What the hell is that?
Oh my god, bro, shut up. We shall avenge.
Oh my god, bro, shut up. Sounds like something I would say.
Whoever did
Yeah,
this
you
to
would
us.
say that.
God, this is so fucking cringy to me. Is this cringy to anybody else? And like, it doesn't even make any fucking sense. It should be, we shall get revenge on whoever did this to us, or some shit like that. Anyways, you go through the night and then boom. That's just kind of it. You leave the
Damn.
factory for good and it becomes closed forever. Or is it? There is a sixth night to the game, but honestly it doesn't add anything to the story. It's just more
Oh, okay.
gameplay, and when you finish it, you get this screen.
Huh. Okay, let's see what we got here.
Yep.
Imagine if it was just like a Rick roll. I'd be like, dude, seriously.
Bro, that was so easy.
I'm so
So
easy.
Sleep inducing.
You're
Wow.
not allowed to enter the factory when it's closed. Never do that again.
Congratulations!
I can see why this game was very popular when it came out because it was one of the first FNaF games to ever be made, and it got really popular at the time. But
Yeah, it's true. I think I watched like a few minutes of game and then
honestly, it really just did not age well at all. The jump scares aren't even that good. All the models, or more like sprites, are basically just poorly edited versions of official renders from Nintendo.
I mean, to be fair, this was obviously made with Click Team, and Click Team is known for making 2D games.
The story and
Yeah.
gameplay itself, which is basically just a watered down version of FNaF 1 if I'm being honest. Except it is also way easier. Like I completed the entire thing in one continuous run without dying a single time. The only
Huh, kinda reminds me of one of my older Five Nights at Freddy's games. Cause I was able to beat all 7 nights without dying. And I died on
Yeah.
video too. I literally died on video too. Technically, my creator did it, but I was like, okay.
only way I could judge the jump scares was to look it up on YouTube. The backgrounds were also just like kinda odd. Nothing about the place looks even like a factory, let alone a fast food one. What happened to Danny, the developer of this game? Well, he's still actually quite active to this day and has made not one, not two, but 7 more Five Nights at Wario's games.
Okay,
Damn.
I underestimated how many games of these there were, like, big time. Like,
I need to play these.
Maybe I can watch you. That'll be
One of which is actually a complete remake of Five Nights at Wario's 1. I also forgot to mention, I was talking about the first version of Five Nights at Wario's, but he did actually update it multiple times throughout the years. The latest update being actually from 2 years ago. The most important thing he added was basically just a custom night, which is nice to see. He also
Custom night. I always love custom nights. I'm not gonna lie.
has a YouTube channel where he posts a lot about his games, including the story of Five Nights at Wario's, announcement trailers, and even a fucking video where AI Donald Trump, Barack Obama, and Joe Biden ranks his own game.
Wow! Wow! I'm not gonna lie, I love the President AI videos. They're fun. And
On a fucking tier list.
I'm pretty sure some of my viewers actually know who they are. Actually, I think I know they know who they are.
I never thought I'd say that.
I probably know more about Five Nights at Wario's lore than any man walking on this American soil.
That's bullshit. No one has played more than me.
Excuse me, but that information is quite incorrect.
When did Obama?
I invited him
That's too funny.
to the voice chat.
Fine, he can stay, but cut the horse shit with the sophisticated gentleman boo-hoo
Yeah,
bitch-ass
Violet.
talk.
Dear God.
I'm an asshole, I know.
Will you, Obama? We don't need that. We don't need that.
Quite profound, Donald, but I'll pretend that was merely a bug in my ear that I just heard.
Bug this ratio that
Oh, fucking weird, dude.
Barack.
I know I was a little harsh on this game, but I will give credit where it's due. This was Andy's first ever game he developed, at least that was made public, and it is pretty good for that standard. At least anything better than I could do. And it's nice to see that he's still active in making games to this day. So props to you, Wario. Keep that grinding.
Nice.
Now this next game I'll be talking about, I actually don't have a lot to say about it because it's probably the most well-known fan game on this list, which is kind of
Oh my
Oh my god.
goodness.
Fave sunglasses. What about us?
Markiplier played this game. I actually watched his series on it. I'm not done with it yet, but I'm on the final game. Just watching him play it, and it's so much fun.
ironic to say. And it isn't really your stereotypical FNaF fan game. It's actually more of an RPG style game. This is Five Nights at Fuckboys. And wow, does this game really show that it was made in 2015. Now, some of you may be rolling your eyes because you know that this exists, and some of you may be hit with a wave of nostalgia seeing this game. Fuckboys was created by developers Sable Katmai and Joshua Shaw. In this game, you play as Freddy from the first FNaF game, which is also set in the same location, which the map layout is honestly quite accurate to the game. Freddy decided
Yeah, it really is.
he wanted to have an
I think that's the point, though.
You know, right?
quote-unquote radical night of hardcore debauchery. But the surveillance
Debauchery.
Help
Wow.
me.
cameras are in his way, so you have to destroy the cameras so you can move on. What a plot. Honestly, there isn't much to say about the story and gameplay of this game. It's just your usual Final Fantasy VII type RPG game, except it's FNaF, and has some silly features including free money, Balloon Boy, Foxy masturbating. This game
What?
Editor, censor all that, please.
originally got popular because Markiplier played it, but I could have sworn other popular YouTubers played this game, but I could only find Mark's results and nobody else's. Fiznom did stream this
Well, that's interesting.
game, however that was only a month ago, so it
Yeah.
doesn't really count. But if you
I'm pretty sure Markiplier's friends play this game, and that's how I knew about it.
played the game, that doesn't make the game forgot. Shut up.
Oh my goodness.
God. That's
That's
funny as hell.
hilarious. That is.
Nobody really talks about the game anymore, so shush. Now, despite the game being pretty basic, it is actually way longer than I expected. It took me basically 5 hours to beat this game, despite it just being a FNaF shitpost RPG. It's honestly really fun, and I had a blast playing through the entire thing, except for maybe the times I had to just walk around in circles and grind tokens to buy some stuff from Balloon Boy, or
Yeah, that part can be pretty boring, to be fair.
I mean...
Encouragement child.
Now, if you're wondering what happened to Joss and Sable, they actually did go on to create 2 more boy games. You can find out Boys 2 and 3, which essentially have the same plot, except 2 is with Toy Freddy, and 3 is with Springtrap, but he has to defeat the Phantoms. They did
Yeah, like I said, I'm still on the third one. I haven't finished the series yet.
eventually remake all 3 of these games and compiled them into the complete edition, which is very nice. Apparently, there was actually supposed to be more content updates
I actually plan on naming my finished version of FNaF Thrilling Adventure, the complete edition.
from these games, but they were put on an indefinite hiatus according to a post by them from 9 months ago. It isn't known whether they'll be back to make Fuckboys games, but time will only tell. Are you ready for this last game? I'm sorry, that was terrible.
Ah!
Obviously, from my horrible impression of Patchy the Pirate, this next game is SpongeBob related. This, obviously the one and only Five Nights at the Chum Bucket by Psycho Rooney. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And you've probably noticed that this is actually a sequel to another game called Five Nights at the Krusty Krab. But I'm not covering that game because it wasn't as popular as this one is.
Interesting.
I will be talking about both stories from each game because it matters.
I remember Five Nights at the Krusty Krab, Five Nights at the Chum Bucket. I'm pretty sure there is a newer version of this game that came out a few years ago. And when I watched it, I forgot who I watched play. I think it's Fusion Z Gamer, but I'm not 100% sure. But he played it, and the characters looked nothing like SpongeBob. At least from what I could tell. But then again, the place was dark as hell, so how was I supposed to tell in the first place?
But I will be going into more detail with the sequel since it's the one we're focusing on. Five Nights at the Krusty Krab takes place in a brand new Krusty Krab, which is completely run by animatronics based on his old employees, because apparently that cheap fuck didn't want to pay their salaries.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
SpongeBob. You get hired as a night guard and strange things happen. Basic stuff. I'm guessing a bunch of shit hit the fan because in Five Nights at the Chum Bucket, the fucking Krusty Krab was burnt to the ground by the animatronic workers.
Oh wow.
If we're underwater, how could there be a...
I mean, Patrick's spitting facts right now, though. I'm serious. Patrick is literally spitting facts. And, I remember thinking he was dumb. I mean, most of the time he's pretty dumb, but this time he's actually thinking logically.
Anyways, the
one time that Patrick's actually being smart for once. Interesting.
One survivor of the fire was taken captive by the person controlling the robots to leave no witnesses. Or at least it seems like someone is controlling them, as implies on the Game Jolt page. Then, wake up in the Chum.
Interesting. Okay. So it sounds like somebody thinks they think they're controlling them. I hope that in the story, does they survive? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's been so long since I've watched anybody play this game, and when I did watch it, I haven't even seen the whole game. I've barely seen any of it, so I honestly have no clue.
Bucket. I have to survive another 5 nights. Well, actually more like 6, but whatever. I like the story of this game because it does really seem like something Mr. Krabs would do. Like getting a bunch of animatronics to do the cooking instead of keeping SpongeBob and Squidward around. There literally was that one episode where Mr. Krabs sold SpongeBob to the Flying Dutchman for
That's insane.
62 cents, and another
Then again, should I really be surprised? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
episode where SpongeBob gets turned into a robot. But I'm getting sidetracked again. Back to the game. On the first night, someone tries to call you looking for you, saying how they saw the flames from the Krusty Krab, but then you are interrupted by another person who claims to be the second in command at the Chum Bucket, and he does not want you to get out of this alive. The animatronics of the
Yep. Typical old style FNaF game, huh?
Chum Bucket are
Or
set
FNaF fan game, I should say.
to specifically be programmed just to kill you. This call also explains that you are only allowed to use 2 pieces of equipment at the same time because that's all the generators can handle, including cameras, doors, and flashlight. I really like
Very interesting, not gonna lie.
this concept as there isn't a limited amount of power, but there is actually a power meter that has a button next to it which allows you to use 3 pieces of equipment at once with 10 seconds
There's a power meter with a button next to it? That's gross.
of use and a 15-second cooldown.
Hey SpongeBob, how are you?
There's also a clock above you so you can see how much time is left. Yeah, that was a mouthful of knowledge. Also, this game was made with Unreal Engine, so I know Oya would be foaming at the mouth hearing how this game is in real-time 3D.
Cool stuff with the fact that the game is in real-time 3D, such as seeing a flashing arcade in the background of one camera, and then having another camera be in that same arcade.
This game mainly got its popularity
Yeah, that's true.
after Markiplier made 3-part series on it, which the
The third part series, I forget who I watched play this game. It might have been Fusion Z Gamer, but also might have been Markiplier, I really don't remember.
first episode has 12 million
There are other SpongeBob horror games that Markiplier has played though, I know that.
views to this day.
Yeah.
Other YouTubers did make videos on this game, though, like Corey Kenshin, although it has far fewer views than Markiplier's. Anyways, back to the game. The layout
I mean, it's just how YouTube be sometimes.
of the Chum Bucket is pretty crazy, with 21 camera buttons and 4 floors. The reason
4 floors? Are you serious? That's insane.
why I say camera buttons, though, is
Like, can you imagine just being in a building, like a restaurant, and, like, Krusty Krab and whatnot, and the building has 4 floors? Like, what is this?
because some of the buttons are the same camera, just on a different floor. Speaking of floors, the map consists of 2 basements, the ground, and floor 1. Is this a Chum Bucket or a mansion? What the shit? The cast of characters
What in the world?
in this game consists of SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, and Mr. Krabs. At least for now.
Yeah, this definitely feels like some sort of mansion.
Now, night 1
Yeah.
flies by as usual, and as night 2 starts, you're introduced to another area you have to try to keep an eye on. 2 vents can be seen in the cameras above you, which Squidward will try to crawl through, and you can switch between which one closes and which one is open. Luckily, these don't take
Wait, Mr. Krabs is an animatronic too. Is there somebody
Yep.
controlling him too? I don't know. I honestly don't know.
any power, except for, having the camera open. On night 3, the person who called on night 1 who is trying to save you calls again, saying he needs 1 to 2 more days to try to pinpoint your location. But once again, he gets cut off and the supervisor takes control. Or at least that's what I'm just gonna call him. He explained another mechanic that makes a flashlight more helpful, saying that if an animatronic is in the center and staring at the light, it will stay there. Sandy is also introduced on this night. On night 4, the supervisor talks about ghosts for some reason, but it's a good thing he mentions
Ooh, spooky ghosts.
it because this is the night where the Phantoms are introduced, consisting of Phantom SpongeBob, Squidward, and Patrick.
Phantom animatronics in this game? That's crazy.
They show up on if you either look at Camp 18, 5, or 9 too much, in which one of the Phantoms appears. Upon exiting the camera, one of them appears at the window and will kill you unless you pull up the monitor again and select a different camera. Then it will go away. On night 5,
Man, Mr. Krabs and SpongeBob look ugly as hell.
your friend finally finds out your location at the Chum Bucket, and he's saying he's on his way, until another
Damn, Patrick, what is wrong with you?
interruption from the supervisor
Everything.
occurs. God, this guy is f***ing annoying. He doesn't say anything meaningful that night. Also, I forgot to mention, I don't know when she is introduced, but Karen is in the game. You can't see her in her physical form on the cameras, but you can see static as she manifests in the room. You also have to close the door if you see static on either hall before it's too late. There is
Oh, okay, that's interesting. So you just gotta close the appropriate door? Kinda like the Laura and Sister location, I'm guessing?
a 6th night to the game
Yeah.
that you need to beat as well to get the actual ending.
This is really the custom night, not the main game.
You get a call from the guy who is trying to save you saying he's trying to find his way in. This is also the night that Karen becomes the most active, which you aren't able to actually see because when she's on a camera it causes complete static. But you know when she's close and when to shut the door when the light nearby starts to flicker. Once you get through this night, a cutscene plays. But this cutscene is a little bit long, so I'll skip through the first bit.
Okay, cool.
Hello? I can see you through the glass. The doors, they're stuck fast. I can't get it open. Could you try from your side?
I wonder how strong they are.
Yeah,
I wonder
right?
why the door's locked.
I mean, you're not really helping doing that.
Oh,
Wow.
well, that's not good. And why does that character look like a lot like the Mimic?
Yeah, no, right?
Oh, hi.
I mean, I know it's not. It's probably Squidward or some shit, but that is
Yeah.
scary.
Oh my god.
Never mind, that was Squidward. What the hell was that all about?
That's
Yeah,
it?
no, right?
That's really it?
It's over.
Yeah, honestly, the ending is kind of a mixed bag for me. On one hand, I like the twist of giving a player a false sense of hope, but on the other hand, this could have been a lot better than just a cheap jump scare as all the characters stand around you in a circle. However, there is
I mean, it is what it is. FNAF's
Yeah.
never... I mean, I get that FNAF is known for its jump scares, but it's not known for super high quality jump scares.
a secret quote-unquote good ending if you defeat the custom night on 720 mode, which I am not going through all that effort.
720 mode, just like Five Nights at Candy's 1.
Here's a video of someone who did.
54, 55, 56, 57, 58,
You got this.
59. Yes! Yes! That's complete. That's done. That's it.
Jeez.
Yes. That's it. That's it. That's all 20. Done. Yes.
That's amazing.
Oh my god! There's...
Well, that's creepy.
Yeah, no, right?
Now, for the gameplay. I really liked the gameplay loop of this game, and I thought the difficulty curve was actually pretty well done. Besides Night 6, which was pretty hard compared to the other 5 nights, but I still enjoyed it a lot. The characters' mechanics really do make this game really enjoyable, and keeping track of all of them while you're trying to survive really creates some intense moments, especially.
Yeah, I agree. FNAF fan games, need to be interesting like this one. Which they are. There are a lot of good FNAF fan games out there, but yeah.
when you're trying to decide which animatronic to handle first. The map layout is also really good and actually makes a lot of sense. All the rooms are connected wonderfully and you can predict which room the animatronics will go to next. Now this game obviously isn't all good. There are some minor flaws like the fact that there is no confirmation button when you start a new game, which ended up clicking twice and I had to go through the entire game again just to get to night 6.
Well, that's not good.
Jump scares also aren't that scary. Like it did get me a first few times, but you can only get jump scared by the same stiff animations and the fact that all the animatronics use the same jump scare sound. But overall, this game is really fun and pretty well made, especially for the fact that it was one of the first 3D FNaF fan games. But
this game does seem pretty cool though, I'm not gonna lie. I've always loved SpongeBob as a kid, and just this is so cool.
Where is Psycho-Rooney now? There have been almost no updates to either Five Nights at the Krusty Krab or Chum Bucket. So what is he up to now? Well, he actually did end up releasing Five Nights at the Krusty Krab Chapter 3, a sequel to Five Nights
Yeah, Squidward looks nothing like his cartoon self.
at the Chum Bucket, which came out 7 years after Five Nights at the Chum Bucket on May 9th, 2022. And not just that,
What the hell?
but just 5 months ago, he released another teaser on his YouTube channel announcing a remaster of Five Nights at the Krusty Krab, which is supposed to come out this year. It's honestly really awesome to see Psycho-Rooney still developing and making games for the series, and I'm really honestly hyped for this game now. I might make a video on this channel about it when it releases. Out of all the games in this video,
Oh man, all these games.
this game is definitely my favorite.
Yeah, I agree, it's fun.
I hope you've enjoyed this video going.
Well, that was fun, baby.
Yep.
Well, either way, that's it for us for now. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, wish you enjoyed making it. Can't wait, Pookie.